Hi, so back with another little review of Early Morning Pipe. This is one I've meant to do for a little while now. So I'll get it lit up. There's a little bit to discuss. I just wanted to update really on what I've been up to because I've not posted in a few days. So I thought maybe I should let people know what I've been doing, what's been going on. There's been a few changes, so I thought I'd talk about that. Now you may have noticed a little bit of a change in the landscape. I'm in J.A. Baker territory here, if anyone's ever read The Peregrine. Just after harvest. And I've got my lovely little Lovat pipe, 53. Which has quickly become my favourite pipe. Especially for clenching. I had a little bit of trouble getting it lit today for some reason. I did pack it in a little bit of a hurry, so may not have packed it the best. Yeah, it's a slightly different format today because you may not know, but I've actually had to move in the last few days. The last week I've been moving. Only the last 2 days I've had any time where I've been in the new place, so that's been a bit of a stressful ordeal trying to move, especially because it came about quite quickly. So I've been using a little nail as a tamp tool. But yeah, I didn't have too much prepared really, so I just thought I wanted to keep trying to make videos, not lose momentum, so this is just really more of an update. I'll discuss Early Morning Pipe a little bit as well, or EMP as some people call it, but if you don't mind, we take a walk and I'll share what I've been up to and some of my thoughts. I'm not sure how well this is going to work because I'm still not the most experienced pipe smoker, so trying to sort of operate two things at the same time is probably not the best idea, but we'll see how we go. I might have to stop at some point and relight. Yeah, but new landscape. I basically had to move from where I was, so unfortunately that spot where I used to film in the forest, I'm going to have to look for a new forest spot, which there's not so many forests around this area. There's lots of beautiful fields and landscapes, as you can see, but I'm actually walking along the edge of a canal as well at the moment, so I've got cornfields freshly harvested on the left, and a beautiful little canal on the right, which when we get to it in a second I'll show you. But yeah, a few of my thoughts on early morning pipe, or EMP, because it was actually the very first tobacco I ever tried, in a pipe anyway, and I immediately loved it. I do think it's probably a benchmark and a good place for anyone that's new to pipe smoking to start, because one of the main reasons is that it burns very cool. It's not going to rip your mouth to pieces like some of the others will if you don't dry them a little bit first. And it's just got a very easy, you can retrohale this, and unlike a lot of Englishes, it doesn't really have much bite to it at all. I was actually thinking about how I could talk about it, and it's a little bit like, I mean, this may not be the best analogy, but it reminds me a little bit of menthol cigarettes in a sense. It's sort of quite a light, easy to smoke, but still has a nice little, kick. It still tastes like an English, which, yeah, I have to be honest, since I got my hands on Peterson's Nightcap and also my mixture 965, I find myself not really smoking this anymore. But that's not to say it still doesn't have a place. I think it is definitely a good benchmark for someone that's starting. Just to get a tin of this and a cheap pipe, I think would be a great thing to do. And in fact, my next video, this might be a little bit of a tricky one to film, but I'm going to try and put together a little starters or beginners guide, a comprehensive guide that's all in one place for people who are starting. And like me, you might have got people that first start, might get a little bit overwhelmed. So many different things to choose from: the pipe, tobacco, all the equipment that you might think you need, stuff like that. So I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna try and maybe put a little video together about that. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that one. But look at this scenery. I love England in the summer. The smell of freshly cut hay, I also think, just somehow enhances the taste of early morning pipe, because it has got quite a sort of hay taste to it. I actually forgot the tin, so apologies for that, because I didn't keep doing that. I meant to do the smell test, but I had to come out in a bit of a hurry because I just wanted to get this video out. So yeah. Anyway, someone's coming, so I'm just going to stop for a second so I don't film anyone that doesn't want to be filmed, and then I'll be right back. Found this little spot. I just thought I'd sit here for a bit and try and talk rather than trying to walk and talk. Is a little bit difficult for me. And it should be relaxing, shouldn't it? Probably marching around the field. It's not the best way to smoke a pipe. But yeah, I've had quite an intense few days, so all week really. So like I said, I had to move, and then also a gallery contacted me and asked me to submit some work to them for something. So I had to do quite a lot of academic writing and things to get my submission ready, so I haven't really left the computer for the last 3 days. So that came right after the move. So yeah, it's been quite intense. But anyway, I'm here now, so I wanted to make a video today and not stop making videos. I want to try and keep making at least one a week. So this is really just like a little update vlog type video. Hopefully it's okay. Also, I want to talk about this little pipe because I don't think I've actually reviewed it yet. And yeah, I absolutely love this pipe. I think I've found my shape. This is, for me, just the perfect pipe. The dimensions of it, the size of it, it's for clenching. Oh, blowing my ash everywhere. For clenching, I don't think anything I've ever used beats it. All the other pipes I have, even my little Savinelli Roma 207, I think it is, even that, it's not as good. The reason why I love it for clenching is it has these little bits here, which just seems like a small thing, but when you put it to your mouth, it immediately gives you a point where you know you should be, whereas sometimes when you put a pipe to your mouth, especially if you're maybe not so experienced, you know, you might put it too far or not enough. So this is, yeah, and just the way it sits, it's like perfectly balanced. There's no strain or anything, it's just so perfect. Especially, I put a little rubber or silicone thing on it. Yeah, and it's perfect. So I really love it. The only thing, if I could, I'd like to get one that's actually sandblast and not this rusticated sort of finish, because sandblasting is really my favourite. But when I've got a bit more money, I'll try and get another one. I did actually see a Dracula one, but it's in the US, so I couldn't really get that. But yeah, at some point I'll get a nice sandblasted one, I mean. So, but yeah, really loving this so far. Also, something I notice about it, unlike my Savinelli, it seems to sort of dissipate the heat a bit better. I think because it's got slightly thicker walls, or maybe the briar that they've made it with is better quality, I don't really know, but it doesn't get as hot as the Savinelli, and for such a small pipe, I think that's unusual. I basically only use this for English blends because it's quite small, isn't it, and it has no filter. So, and I don't really use a filter for English blends anyway, so for that it's perfect, and I love it for smoking English blends like Early Morning Pipe. Yeah, so I smoked this yesterday just because I wanted to sort of get some thoughts together on Early Morning Pipe, because like I say, it was the first one I ever smoked, and in a lot of ways I think Peterson, I know other people say this as well, so it's not like a new idea, but I think that Peterson Early Morning Pipe and Peterson Nightcap are actually the wrong way around. I love Peterson Nightcap in the morning because it's got quite a robust kick to it, and it's quite strong. And it's very bold. So I find with a coffee, like I get really delicious licoricey notes when I drink a coffee, which is just the best thing ever. Whereas Early Morning Pipe, it's a little bit more, it's much lighter. And I think sort of like for an evening smoke, it's fantastic for that. That's where I really would say it shines for me. You could even have it like with a cup of tea and yeah, or a decaf coffee or something like that in the evening. That would be great, I think. But yeah, overall, it's a really great smoke, I think, especially if you prefer sort of something if you've not smoked many English blends. I think it's got a much lighter taste. I mean, I've only had now 4, I think. So again, I'm not like don't have loads of experience, but this is just from the experience I have with those 4. It's definitely the lightest of the 4 that I've tried. And that's not even a bad thing. I think it has its place, especially for new pipe smokers, because it's so nice and cool when you smoke it. It's not going to like destroy your mouth, as I said. But yeah, that's it really. I'll do a little bit of a walk. It's not going to be the same as you're used to in the forest, unfortunately. Hopefully you don't mind the new setting. And my American brothers, if you have not read The Peregrine by J.A. Baker, I highly recommend that. Yeah, then you'll be able to know in depth the detail of the countryside that I live and grew up in. But yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll do a little walk, and sorry if this is a little bit discombobulated, but I just had to try and make a video today and get it out there so I didn't, miss my goal of one a week. And I've missed making them actually, so... Oh, just one last thing as well, the comments on the... Let me like this. The comments on the last video, I mean, I was absolutely blown away by how fantastic and lovely some of the comments were and how thoughtful some of the comments were. I feel terrible. I mean, when I started this channel, I intended to reply to every single one, and I fully intended to do that. But just the sheer volume of comments was overwhelming, because I had to move as well. I just didn't have time to reply to everyone. But please know that I read all of the comments, and I mean, they keep coming in, so I keep reading them. And I really appreciate all the comments and the advice and the experiences you shared as well. I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, please don't stop commenting. I will try and reply to more of those comments, and I'll keep replying to the comments that people send. Anyway, I'm probably waffling now, so I'm going to sit and enjoy this. Then I'm going to take a little walk, so you're welcome to come. And thanks very much. I'll catch you in the next one.